Shall we go and get a buggy? What's that? Happy days. Right, boys, I'm going to come off this chat now because I'm actually live. Speak to you in a sec. Speak to you in a sec. Right. Hi guys, sorry about that. Hope you're well. So I'm using my webcam a sec, so obviously the quality is going to be a little bit different. I'm hoping you can hear me. Hope you're all well in the land of YouTube. So the idea of this is just come in and have a chat. I'm going to be doing some work on the SST. Yeah, thanks Remedies. You hear me? Cheers, buddy. So I'll just come in for a chat. Hello from Germany. How are you doing? Morning from California. Big Chris. Hope you're well. Captain Cullove, James, how you doing? Scott Hiller, we can hear you. Happy. How's it going, bud? It's nice to see people up and about. I mean, yeah, what time is it here in the UK? 12:30. 12:30. So obviously anyone who's outside of the UK, what time is it with you? Seth, hey everyone, New Hampshire, USA. How you doing, buddy? So the plan is basically, I went out, I haven't put the video up on the channel yet, but I went out and ran this the other day, and it was spinning all the power to the front end of the car, and I got a feeling I need to have a look at the centre diff, so I thought I'd have a chat with you guys while I'm doing it. I'm thinking of 4S Creighton, how well it does, handles very durable. Thinking of 4S Creighton, how well does it handle and is it very durable? Are we talking about the 2.5 version now, bud? Because there's a version 2.5. If you are talking about that one, it's actually really quite durable. Don't get me wrong, there are obviously other 4S cars out there that you could use. But the 4S Creighton, especially for the new one, is pretty good. The chassis on them, they seem to have, where you've got the bottom of the car, obviously the front bulkheads, they've beefed up all the plastics and everything on there. Don't get me wrong, if you can get a metal chassis, get one. I am kind of in that camp lately. But yeah, they're awesome. And handles pretty well. You will have to do some work on the steering, mind. That's my only downside with it. Drive shaft on my Creighton broke again. I'm so bored, but this saved the day. I'm doing good. It's 4 a.m. Getting ready to go for a bash. Taking the MT out, of course. Do you know what? I haven't got my MT8 anymore, and one of my friends, Matthew's going, and it's absolutely awesome, actually. Guys, if you don't mind as well, please help the stream out. Put a like up the top as well, if you don't mind doing it, and share it out to other groups as well, if you don't mind. That'd be absolutely awesome. How's the hand now? Healing, buddy. I don't know if you can pick that up. You can still see it's still got some stitches, marks, and stuff like that. But if for anyone doesn't know at home, I've already had it done with this hand. So that hand, it was inevitable. When I had this hand done, they said chances are you're going to need it on that hand. 2.5 Creighton is awesome. Driving a 110 on 6 should get M2C chassis braces and indestructible. 2.5 Creighton is awesome, actually, to be honest with you. Let me get my car stand for this a sec. Bear with me. I'm going to start doing some more lives, guys, because I think it's important to interact with you guys and have a chat. I know there's a few channels that actually do live streams on a regular basis, but me personally, I've only done about 2 or 3. So, yeah, it's nice to come on and have a chat with you guys. Now, all I ask is if you are on there, be respectful and, you know, basically, I won't have any bad words said. We're all here for a reason, so you know, cheer it out, guys. Get on the stream, enjoy it. I'm just going to share it out myself. Bear with me. Hope you don't mind. So, where in the world are we all? I know, obviously, James, Scott is UK, like myself. And also, let's have a look. Smash is from Germany. Remedies. Where are you from, bud? I'm pretty sure you said America. Can you see it on my channel is the question. Yeah, I'm live. Share that out to groups, guys, if you don't mind. Let's get people involved. Let's get them all involved. So, yeah, I'm going to tear the centre diff apart and try and find out what's wrong with this car. I do apologise. Toby. Oh, nice. Nathan, up and until an hour ago, I wish I was in Rhondda, but now I'm in Crumlin. That's not that far away, though, Nate. It's not that far at all, actually. Rob, if you're in the chat, bud, share it out to the groups. So, yeah, plan is going to tear this apart while we're on live. You will see me with my specky glasses on because, unfortunately, I'm blind as a bat up close these days. So, and if at any point I need to stop. Right, let's get my glasses. Grace, do you want anything to eat? You all right, you? Okay. Gotta check my daughter's okay, guys. So what are we all working on? Let's put my glasses on. Oh, that's better. I can actually see the comments now. No, up until, let's have a look. Try this. Can the 2.5 Forest Creighton handle well on an RC track? Right, funny thing you should say that, actually. Di Watkins, a guy who comes out with me on a regular basis, he actually put racing Truggy tyres onto his Forest Creighton previously, and he was running them with Truggy tyres around the track and did all right, actually, to be honest with you. I will say, mind, with the 2.5, the good thing is with that is obviously got a centre diff, so you can tune the centre diff. I want to say a massive thank you to all of you as well, obviously, watching the videos on the channel. You know, guys, really does the world of good for me, honestly, knowing that you guys are involved and actually enjoy watching them as well. I'm in work, hiding in the cupboard, watching. That sounds all wrong as well, bud. Captain Cove, been working on carbon fibre centre diff braces for the MD8. They're officially ready for purchase. Nice, mate. Nice. It's nice. Do you know what? You and Mitt at the moment are really pushing the MT8 big time, and I totally respect that. The only reason why I got rid of mine, all right, is pure and simply just to keep the channel moving. I am planning on Picking up another one. I quite like the teal colour. So look, JP driving to Wheelspin watching. How are you doing, bud? Hope you're well. I'm from the UK. What's your favourite rig? What that? Sean, is it? Are we talking about favourite rig that I own or favourite rig that I plan on owning? I do need to invest in a better webcam, don't I? I'm using my laptop at the moment, so I don't intend on being, clarity-wise, because it's handy having my phone next to me as well at the same time. A lot of people use their phone for streaming, but at least with a laptop, it's always plugged in. Roy Bain just shared the 10 different groups, buddy. Thank you, mate. If we're going to talk about trucks that I own at the moment, I think it's quite a hard one, really, to be honest with you, because I like them all for obviously all different reasons. But the one I'm using the most right this minute is probably my EXB, only because I've put a lot of work into that at the moment. That's actually sat just over in this corner, and I've taken it out a few times, and man, it really, really shifts. It's an awesome truck, that. Is there better out there? Probably. In my opinion, though, from my cars, my favourite at the moment is the XB. The one I've got my heart into is probably this one, because obviously it was a present from my wife. I really like my buggies, though. So yeah, I like them all for different things. I've got different cars for different. In fact, down here I've got that, guys, for the money is an absolute steal. I got a plan for that one. With this one, it's £300 here in the UK, or there and thereabouts, depending on where you're looking. Really, really awesome buggy. And with that, I've got a great big 4274 2500 kV I want to pop in there. I'm going to leave the gear in the same. Now, an interesting one. That's the motor mount from the Spark. So the plan is here. So with the Synchro, the Synchro's actually got a 3-position. And you can only fit 13, 15 and 17 tooth. So the plan is I'm going to put an adjustable motor mount from Spark into the Synchro. Now, I'm not going to take credit for doing this, because Chaos RC has actually did the proof of concept. But I'm going to put that in there. And I've already speed tested the Synchro. On a 15 tooth on 4S, I managed to get 51 mile an hour out of it. So I want to see, with just a motor change and a motor mount, I'm going to leave the same gearing in, and then basically it should be fun. I think that's going to be around about the 65 mile an hour mark on 4S. Oh, it's an RC car. Hey, Chris. I'm Chris too. Nice. Hello, Chris. Hope you're doing well, bud. Thanks for watching. Going to start rebuilding my Asuga. Rob, you need to, bud. You had a bit of a nasty accident, didn't you? Let's just pop that off there. The MT8, though, bouncing back to that, I tell you what, that's a proper driver's car, that one. I enjoyed that. It keeps you on your toes. Right. Sent the diff out on this one, unfortunately, because what was happening? I came from the Creighton the other day. We were running it on rough gravel. There's a place called Ferndale. You've probably seen it in the videos. And what was happening was basically all the power, the back end wasn't hooking up. Now, normally this thing is wheelie happy. Now, initially I thought, well, could have been rear diff or front diff that were letting know. No, if it was the front diff, the front wouldn't have the power go into it. If it was the rear diff, there wouldn't be any power, it'd be clicking. So my guess is the center diff. So I'm going to take that out in a second and basically see what we can do with sorting out. I'm going to adjust the camera slightly. There you go, that's better. I do apologise for the lighting scenario at the moment as well, guys. Let's have a look. JP bashed MT8 for the win. I like the MT8. I do like the MT8. It was just a case of I had a few cars that I wanted to try and get hold of to go on the channel, and just thought to myself, well, you know, that would seem the logical one to move on and then try and find something else. Do you do any random builds? E.g., what do you mean, bud? What do you mean random builds? Like what? What are we talking about? Guys, again, if you're in the comments, chuck a like on the video. It really does help the channel. There you go. Thank you very much. Here's another one. It really does help the channel. Share out to your friends, colleagues, and all that jazz. Tamia RC Buggies and Cars. Hello. Hello. How are you doing? You okay? Right. Let's get this centre diff out, shall we? I want to try and find out what's wrong with it. The only thing I find with this is a pain in the backside. You've got to release the front part of the differential to actually get the diff out. So as much as some of them, you can just pull the diff out. Oh, there you go. That was Loctited in. I hate that feeling when the screw cracks. Also, Chris with a C. Hello. How are you doing, Chris? There you go. So where you all you guys from? I know some of you are obviously from stateside, some of you are UK. I'd love to know where you're from, guys. Right, but what's your favourite car? That's a question. KK mate, loving your vids about time you done a live. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. Really do, bud. I'm from Northern Ireland. Nice. Which part of Northern Ireland? I've got a question for you, actually, guys. If you have to pick a car at the moment, right? So let's say money's no object and you have to pick a car. What would that car be? Because I've got one in mind that I want to try out. And I know what I want. I think there's a few others know that I want as well in this chat. But let's just say it's not Armour. It's not Habao. It's not Team Corrali. There's not really many other brands. It's not Team Associated. It's not HPI. I do like my Armour cars as well, mind. I do like my Armour cars. Armour Big Rocks. Let's have a look. FTX. No, not an FTX JP. Not X-Max or Raminator. No, I definitely wouldn't have a Raminator, and it's not an X-Max. I'm a Big Rock 6S, SCX6. I wonder if you guys can guess what car I want. Is the question. Robbie, you know, so you can't be included. I wonder if you guys can guess which car I want. Toby, how are you doing? Another YouTuber in the house. How are you doing, bud? Thanks for jumping on. I appreciate it. Hello, hello. Toby, question for you, actually. I've seen your post on a couple of the groups. What happened to that light bulb fire, bud? Is everyone okay? It looks like I'm going to have to loosen the motor mount off. Get it. How well do the V5 6S Creightons hold up for just drive on grass and run it around on Lime Rock Road? I'm short on cash in Florida and don't want to be fixing all the time. Very, very good, actually, Joey. What I would say is a lot of people seem, I mean, look, the reason why I got the EXB is because I was selling a few cars and I wanted to get something that I really, really wanted. Now, I've got two friends actually with the standard 6S BLX, and I've not. Let's have a look. Someone actually mentioned I've driven their cars, and they're just as much fun. The only reason why I went for the EXP is I want something to last me that little bit longer. And now, as you guys know, I have got a bit of a nickname called Crash with the Sea. I'm just going to have a go at turning slow mode off. I don't know if I can actually. Slow mode. See, slow mode is on. No, I don't think I can actually. Sorry, buddy. But the 6S BLX, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Really, really nice truck. And what the good thing is then, what you could do. Oh, Christ, that is in there. There you go. That one released. What you can actually do then is just slowly and surely do the upgrades as and when your cash allows you. Chris Watling from Washington State. Thanks for joining. Where are you, Chris? I live in South Wales, around the valleys, in a place called Tonopandi. Toby, yeah, all good. Was fully charged, old lipo with a dodgy cell, so shouldn't have really kept it anyway. Yeah, it's a shame that, bud. Was there any damage? You know, anything that you lost major, mate? It's not nice at all seeing stuff like that. There you go, that's the motor dropping out. That's the motor dropping out. That's the drive shaft. There's a centre diff. There you go. Right, the question is, what is wrong with this? I'll tell you what's wrong with it. It's not turning. So, I think I found out the culprit, guys. The reason why this centre diff is playing up is it's not turning at all. So I've got a feeling there's something wrong with that centre diff. Let's get the car out of the way. That's interesting. First real breakage mechanically I've had with this car. All the screws over here. I hate wearing glasses. I keep looking at myself in the camera and then thinking about, oh God, I just really don't like myself with glasses on. But I can't see a bloody thing. Standard K6, great car, lots of control, plenty of power, and great on the ground. Yeah, no, I agree. Awesome car, that one. Let me get a tissue. Oh. And a set of gloves I need. Hi, dog. I'm picking up another dog, guys. We love dogs in this house. We went to look at a puppy yesterday. Right. Not far off, could fly 20 miles from Burnham. All right, nice. Not far away at all, really. Robbie Bain, XRT Ultimate. Yeah. Rob, is that what you want, mate? I'll be honest with you. They're very, very nice. No damage, thank God. Kept me in a metal box, just a ton of smoke. Oh, well, I'm glad with that, bud. Really, really glad. Really, really glad. Same year. What was it? Same year. I've gone. Same my eyes have gone. Yeah, it's unfortunately, my eyes are shot to pieces, especially on close-up. I drive for a living, and I'm fine with things far away, But I mean, Christ, I can read a piece of paper off the back of a car probably 500 yards away, but anything up close, forget about it. I need glasses. I need glasses. Turn the light on. I'm interested to find out what's wrong with Pig and Diff. I'm a bit gutted about that. Yeah, Toby, you were lucky there, my dude. Really lucky. Let's put these gloves on. I want to say massive thank you as well to JP, guys. JP has actually sent me some titanium hinge pins for the TLR and also the Creighton. And I've been testing them out, and you'll be pleased to know, JP, in the Creighton, I had a few nasty landings the other day, and they're holding up great, bud. What do you think of the Team Associate MT8? Absolutely awesome. Really, really good. I like it. It's a driver's car, definitely. It'll keep you on your toes. There's a few cheeky little upgrades. In fact, Captain could have in the comments here will actually tell you of the upgrades. Him and Mitt Snoring on the MT8 owners. I used to be an admin on there, but I didn't think it was worth me staying on being an admin anymore because I didn't own the car. It wasn't fair to the guys on there to, you know, obviously talk about it. So I stepped down from being admin. It just kind of made sense. But as far as the MT8 goes, it's a lot of fun. My opinion, though, 6S, definitely don't run that car with the tyres it comes with because they have a habit of exploding. One of the drivers with me as an XRT does a Kevin Talbot bash, and he's on his 4th chassis. See, no, Nath, the thing is with me, bud, is I don't drive like Kev Talbot and all them. You know, I'm not into big sends. I'm into my ground stuff. I like fast flowing areas that I can really rip the cars. Like to give old cars new lease. Toby, can you remember £100 1/5 car and Fam Jam last year? The Yamaha. Craig's Crash and Bash. Hello, mate. Me, Mark, joining you from Mark's car on the way back from a mission. I heard you picked up a Vector. Have you picked up a Vector? I have Louise wheels and tyres on the MT8. Big improvement. Yes. Which Louise tyres are you using? BMX man. Hello from Australia. How are you doing, bud? How are you doing? What time is it over there? I assume it's night time. Is that right? Because obviously we're the other side of the world. What the? Craig, you'll be pleased to know I've managed to break my centre diff on my Habao, bud. There's something happened. Guys, if you wouldn't mind, I'd really appreciate in the comments. Everyone, you know, just put a thumbs up on the video, share it out to any group you could think of. I really would appreciate you. Right, let's have a look. The diff gears, it wasn't turning at all. So I'll put that there a second. Please put a like on a video. I would appreciate it. It helps the video get around YouTube, and it also helps the channel in quite a dramatic way. You wouldn't believe it. It's not spiel when people ask you to put likes on videos and stuff like that. It is actually really helpful for the algorithm to understand that people are watching, and it pushes the video around. Right, I can't get that off. I got a feeling I might have just got a pin gone. Let's see if this turns. Yeah, so that turns. So is it this side that's snapped? So I got a feeling that I've snapped the pin here, and it should be an easy fix then. I hope, fingers crossed, because I don't know, that's turning as well, mind. Captain Curve, Tammy Buggies, these tyres, Louise uphill, offset rims. I take it you're talking about the MT8. let's just say I fancy something bigger than a 1/8 scale. And a friend of mine might have had one previously. Can't say too much more. And it's not armor, it's not Habao, it's not HPI. What is going on here? Because this is turning, this is turning. Put the two together, and it doesn't turn. Did I get it wrong somehow when I set it up? What could it be, guys? Definitely feels like something's wrong here, mind. We're going to have to strip it down on me. I can see it. Right, let's check this sound gear first. Martin, it's not a GR8. Guys, if you're wondering why I'm laughing, Martin is an advocate for DR8s. He loves his DR8 and he won't stop talking about it. Tammy Buggies, the MT8 is my favorite rig. I think it's durable beast once you get the suspension sorted. I agree. I did notice hell of a difference by using the fuel line on the back, James. So stopping, so it's definitely not a pin on that side. We need to delve into the diff, I think. Let's have a look. I picked up an FS Racing 1/5 30cc Ironman for £200. Nice, nice, really nice. I haven't actually seen that car, but I mean, £200 for any 1/5 scale can't be sniffed at. Let's have a look at this. Right, so it's not those gears, that's for sure. Let's put this on there. I think I'm going to have to give these a clean up, and I. All right, is this turning? Yes, that's turning. Don't understand why that centre diff wasn't turning then, because the pin hasn't snapped on this end either. The pin's actually fine. And that's no turning. So clean up this sun gear, see if that's anything to do with, because this side is fine. Right, I need a little pot and some brake cleaner, don't I? Clean up these gears a little bit. Diff rebuild. Diff rebuild. Chris, is it a raminator? No, no, it's definitely not a raminator. It's definitely not a raminator. Slightly smaller than a raminator, but not by much. Not by much. What would it be better to buy? The Associated SC10 Pro, or how about SC10? Even look at the Techno SCT. Not sure. I've got time to build a kit. Right. Okay. I can talk from experience that the Habao SC10 is actually quite good. No, it's not an X Max, James. It's not an X Max. I wanted to guess this. It might be close to an X Max, maybe. 30° north. No, it's not a 30° north. Be a big lossy grave digger. I might pick one of them up at some point, but it's not that. They do look pretty cool, mind, I'll be honest with you. Let's take this screw out, pop that bit there. Come on, guys. I want you to guess this one. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. Is the pin? Let's have a look. No, it's not the pin. Nothing to do with the shaft. The input gear seems all right. No, James, it's not an armour fifth scale. You kind of were going in the right direction with the X-Max, kind of, nearly there. Let's just say Truggies are my favourite. There's another helpful tip. Red Cat Vigilante. No, I would love one of them, but you just can't pick them up in the UK. I really would like a Vigilante, but you just can't get them here in the UK. Unfortunately, we don't have anyone that sells Red Cat gear. So it's a shame that. Lost your Gravedigger, I want one. Yeah, you would. They look awesome, don't they? Hello, beautiful. Matthew Brent. Hello, handsome. How you doing, mate? XRT. Maybe. Captain could have. Not the XRT. That doesn't sound very promising. Might be. Yeah, it's an XRT, guys. I really want an XRT. The Ultimate Edition, ideally. 2 seconds. Let me just grab a little tub to clean the car. I do like the XRT. From the moment they released it, yeah, it's got caveats. Yeah, there might be a few things I need to sort of prepare for. Lots of breakages. The XRT is so fragile. My buddy broke his steering every time he took it out. Not even jumped it once. Now, James, as you know me, I don't leave anything standard, mind. And like I say, I have wanted one for a long time. It's just the opportunity of owning one might have come up, and yeah, I just fancy one. I really do fancy one. Guys, if you're in the chat and the comments, I know I've asked many times, make sure you put a like on the video. I really would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Oh, I can't work out what's wrong with this diff, though. It doesn't make any sense. All the gears seem to be good. We've got each tooth chipped. That seems to be all right. So look, even when they get fully modded, they still break. But it's up to you if you want it. It ain't my money you're spending. No, I know what you're saying, but and I do appreciate, obviously, any advice. Honestly, what's your thoughts on RC Nitro? No, I've always wanted a Nitro, but unfortunately, I don't have anywhere that I can actually run them. Sean, yeah, it is the XRT, bud. All the gear, no idea. Pretty much, dude. Pretty much. So the teeth on the sun gear are absolutely fine. I've got no issues there. So that one's all right. So I'm going to get a piece of towel and clean up the parts one by one and rebuild this diff one more time. When I put it together, I might have got it wrong. I don't know. I'm really confused by it. But I did run it at Heatherton. I had it jumping. I had no issues there. The front and rear diff felt fine. If anyone doesn't know, obviously my American buddies, Heatherton is like an amusement park, and TMBRC, Robbie, who's in the comments, held an event down there. We went down there. I've got a video on there actually, ramps and racing and ramps, I think it was called, and we had a cracking time. It was just all dust, no drama, a complete load of fun. We had Ceredigion, which is another local club to us. So I say local, they're about 2 hours away. But they came down and had a bit of fun with us. We're actually heading up to them soon. And then Tembi and all the Panside guys that I'm associated with, we all head to one place, and we spent the day down there racing about. It was absolutely brilliant. Really, really good day. Really, really good day. I came home with brick dust up my nose and snot, and yeah. But good day. I did manage to break the hubbo. For the first time, I managed to break an arm. So that was trying to do a double backflip, and it didn't quite work out. I ended up nosediving a bugger. Right. I really can't see what's going on with these gears. Everything seems fine. There's no wear and tear on them. Let's have a look. Run nitro wherever I lol, wherever lol. I got HPI Savage. See, no, I would love a nitro. I'm a big petrol head. I love rallying. I love motorsport, stuff like that. But I live in quite a built-up area. So the Garth Park is where I do a lot of my videos. That area obviously has got houses to the left and right of it. So for me to run that there, would it just be noisy, and then people will start getting fed up. As it happens now, the locals quite accept me and the boys going up to that area, or even myself going to do videos up there. And even in places like, we got another place called Clydach, we don't tend to have, because of the way the places are situated and the houses nearby, I try to be quite respectful. So it is what it is. I mean, for some people who can run the nitros, happy days. But for me personally, it's a bit of a pain in the backside. And I would love to say, right, sod it and throw caution to the wind. But for me to continue enjoying my hobby, I just don't want to upset anyone while I'm doing it. And we have a lot of dog walkers and stuff like that there. And look, I'm a dog guy. I've got two. I've got another one on the way, which we're picking up next week. And I understand, obviously, dogs get spooked anyway. And I know with a nitro car that, it really gets at them. What are your go-to batteries? Now, I'll be honest with you, a lot of people don't agree with me on this, but Z's have always been good to me, all right? I've never really had an issue. If I want something with a bit more power, I tend to go with China Hobby lines. For a higher C rating, more punch. But lately I've been using DXF, and I've got to say, I really do, because my best performing battery that I've ever used was my Onyx Extreme Graphene, and it was absolutely brilliant. No issues at all. And recently it started puffing, and one of the cells kicks started playing up. Now, don't get me wrong, that battery is near enough 2 years old. So I've had good run time out of it, and I haven't been nice to it. I I obviously pay attention to the cells, make sure that I put it through a full balance. Quite often, take the battery out, check it, balance them all up, make sure everything is tidy, and then run them again. But that Onyx has started playing up, so I thought, right, I know, I'll get a DXF. I think it was around about, in UK money, $69.99 for 8,000 mAh, 8,000 mAh, 130C 4S pack, which price-wise is actually absolutely brilliant, especially for the higher milliamp hour rating. And I've been running it, and it's not quite as punchy as the Onyx, but it's still very, very good. So if I was going to go out and pick another battery, I'd probably try another DXF, to be honest with you. Top of the morning, Team with the C. How you doing, brother? Ghost Rider, how you doing, mate? Nitro is fun, but it is so time consuming. There's the other thing, James. I agree with you on that one. I don't have time to constantly tune the cars, e.g., take it out and obviously adjust the how rich or how weak they're running, stuff like that. I just basically want to turn up an area, put a battery in, enjoy it, take the car home, give it a clean, and done. The constant tuning, and like I say, built up areas where I live. So for me to tune that motor, I'd need to be out the back garden, and my neighbours wouldn't put up with that. We got a young family living next door to us. They've got young children. The youngest is probably one. So yeah, it's just a bit annoying, really. I am gonna have I'm having a summer house built in the back garden soon. So obviously, all my videos will then shift to down there. I've been saving up money to get that built. So I will have a little work area, but again, the noise in the out the back garden and sort of stuff like that, it's not going to fly with the neighbours. Let's have a put these back on, shall we? It's no more noise than a chainsaw, really. Road roof, yeah, but again, I can't really have a chainsaw going off in the back garden all the time, can I? They are low. Do I have to say Nitro? Yeah, I agree. Bro, I feel that the fly drones, Air Force bases, NASA nearby. I have to drive a bit to get to a field. Yeah, totally agree with you. You've got to be kind of cautious of where your surroundings are and who you've got around you, haven't you? Sandy, I've got to run. Take care. Catch you all soon. See you later, brother. Take care. Central, good light bulb. I've never actually used them, to be honest with you. ZDFX is what Matthew Brunt runs. G2 Spec 3S. G2 Spec 3S? What do you mean, Abe? What do you mean, buddy? Guys, if you don't mind, share this stream around the groups. I really would appreciate it. There is a little bit of wear on these gears. Nothing major. Give that a bit of a clean. Aha, have I found the problem? Does look like that I've possibly got some gears gone. So I might need to order some gears for it. Don't know. Need to check that. Need to check. Anyone know how know when the EFC Kraken will come back in stock? Do you know what? That's the burning question for a lot of people. Here in the UK, Joey, just to kind of put this in perspective, all the big model shops are completely run out. And for me to get hold of one, I had to go to actually one of my local model shops, Western Valleys, and they had one in stock. In fact, they had two in stock. A friend of mine bought the other one. Horizon have a habit of doing this, mind. Really have a habit of doing it. They introduce something, one of the limited models or one of the new models, e.g., and then all of a sudden they'll be out of stock for ages. It's a pain in the ass because then if you're trying to find parts as well, you have the same sort of problem. You end up running out with, I'm not going to defend Armour here. Don't get me wrong, I do love Armour cars, but Horizon, especially when it comes to the UK, we've got a distributor here called CML, and they kind of get all the stock up. No, it's not even their fault or anything like that. They're all relying on the Horizon to send the cars and also the parts to the UK. But if Horizon are not, I've got something in my eye. Christ, there you go. Horizon are not actually sending the cars to the UK. There's not much you could do. I've been on to Jenny's looking for parts. You're kind of left in the hands of the gods. You're hunting around for all these parts and cars and stuff like that. But if the manufacturer is not actually sending them out, I did see on one of the groups that someone mentioned that they're not expecting any stock till August, which shocked me. Really did shock me, that. Right, let's see if I can rebuild this diff. I wouldn't say the gears are knackered here. Might need to put a shim in just to. Anyway, no, right. I found the graphene batteries so long lasting. Better investment over standard light bulbs. I've had some graphene packs for 2 years, and before their internal resistance go up. Now, you say that though, Ghost Rider. I had a set of Euro graphenes. Only purchased them back end of last year, and I've already had problems with them. One of the packs has decided to puff up and leave the planet, so obviously I had to dispose of that. And then when was it? Last weekend or the weekend before? Weekend before. The other pack is, oh no. When was it? 2 weeks ago. The other one has just gone on me. So a little bit disappointed, to say the least. I'll have a quick puff. What time is it in the States, guys? BMX, man, my favourite at the moment, go-to. If I got to go and pick up a car, at the moment, right this minute, only because I've been doing so much work to it, would probably be the XB, which is sat over in the corner by you. If I'm going local, obviously Garth Park. My favourite around there would actually be probably the TLR or the Synchro, mainly because of the tight areas that I run around there. But yeah, EXB for me so far has been a lot of fun, and the new V2 power system they got on there is actually quite good. I haven't had any issues. We went out with it on last Wednesday, a few of us, and fair shout that it moves. It really does move. $8 a.m. Oh, Christ. Almost 5:30 here in California. You're up early, guys. You're up early. I mean, obviously, 8 a.m. Fair enough. 8 a.m. I can understand that. But 5:30 in the morning, James, fair shout, that's commitment. Let's see if we can share this out. I'm going to rebuild this diff now, take this glove off. I'm having some problems with my hands recently. I'm going to leave this one actually because I've still got my cut there. Let's have a look. Guys, if you could share this stream out to others as well, it'd be absolutely amazing. Share. Paste, go. So, what cars are you guys thinking of picking up? Is the question. Is there anything you're planning on buying? Is there any mods you're going to be doing? I love sunrise, bashing it. My favorite time of the day. I do love first thing in the morning, but the only issue I tend to have here is not being able to get out at that time. Because most of the time I'm actually working, so that's okay. So spur gear is all right. Let's rebuild this. Right, that's all clean. Diff case is all cleaned out. That can go with there. Output, bearing, washers for the inside, pins. Sun gear's all right on this side as well. Might be the internal gears that have gone on me. Tamiya BBX, Tamiya Kick, Wild Willie, Joe Rider, King Yellow. The BBX I really like the look of, actually. It was a nice step for Tamiya to move away to something different. And it's got that kind of old school look going on to it as well, hasn't it? Very clever how they built that, actually. Very clever. Right, let's have a go here. So bearing on the outside, output shaft. Pin. I was looking at Team Associate SE10 Pro. I can say the drivetrains on the Team Associated are absolutely awesome. The MT8 was the same. Really, really nice drivetrain on that. One of my favourites, actually, to be honest with you. It's a shame there's other companies don't actually do the same with the drivetrains. It's really robust. So quiet in comparison to other cars as well. Crap. I know what I haven't done. I haven't put the O-ring in there. Well done, Chris. You numpty. I might get another Tamiya at some point. I'm kind of on a big car kick at the moment, though. Just because I'm doing a lot of ground bashing / grassy areas, beaches, that sort of thing. Right, bearing goes inside. Not bearing, sorry, washer. Pop that down. There's a few cars I've been looking at. Actually, I love the look of the new Lossy as well. What's your thoughts on oil and weight for bashing? For which one, bud? What for BMX man? Which one are we talking about? Is that going on there? Washer there. Yes. What car are we actually talking about, dude? Right, that's better. Right, now put the pin in. Bearing. Drive cup. Pop that down. Now put the pin in. I was quite surprised how low the diff oils were in the EXB, actually. But yeah, you come to the shocks now on the EXB, and they're running 1300 CST in the shocks. There you go, pins in. Happy days. Right, sun gear. So for anyone who's tuned in, doesn't know what I'm doing here, on my SSTE, I had lack of power to the rear end of the car. So obviously the center diff was playing up. So I'm just trying to diagnose what the issue is and rebuild the diff. Let's take that out a sec. I don't think that pin is straight. A few comments have come in. Also, looking at the FTX Zorro brushless. The brushless, yeah, don't go for the brush version. I had the brush version, and I tried to make it brushless, but unfortunately, some of the parts were a little bit weak. And a friend of mine then picked it up. He had the same issue. There you go. I said, no, happy days. Friend of mine, sorry guys, I was just trying to rebuild my differential. A friend of mine picked it up, and he's run it a few times, but the output shafts and the drive shafts and everything, and obviously the hubs, they just weren't up to the brushless power. So I know with the Zorro brushless, they've improved all that, so that should be a lot better. Robbie's built the Asuga XLR. Oh, nice, Rob. Glad you've got that sorted, bud. Right. Let's have a look to see if this will be rebuilt today. When you order armor online, is it... oh, hang on. When you order armor online, is it the armor site or Horizon Hobbies? If you... Well, you can order directly from Armor. But Horizon are the main distributors for Armor, Lossy. I'm trying to think who else now. Element. There's a few brands they got underneath there. Going back some time ago, Armor used to be run by the previous owners of Team Durango, and then they sold up and went to Horizon Hobby. Let's have a look. BBX is like a grasshopper for grown-ups, lol. But the associated RC10 T6 is making its way onto my list of ones. Censored or sensorless? Right, go sensorless. But sorry, censored, bud. Definitely go censored. I've recently been running a censored system in my TLR and also in my what else have I got in? TLR and my Asuga, and yeah, hell of a difference, especially down with low down modulation, you know, tight corners, stuff like that. There is a lot more control with the throttle. It all depends on budget, though. I mean, if it's not within your budget, obviously go sensorless. But if you're going to be, I mean, what sort of style of running are you going to be using for the RC10? Is it going to be bashing, or are you going to be racing it, or? That's all dependent on you, really, I suppose. I mean, me personally, I'm definitely in the kind of censored camp at the moment. I really like the way they run. And the funny thing is, with the Creighton, I plan on doing the same thing with the Creighton. Is actually putting, I'm not sure yet. I was toying with the Castle. I think it's a Cobra, the new one. Is it a Cobra? Or it's not a Mamba. I think it's a Cobra. But the cost of it, Jesus, they're so expensive. But again, though, I've used a few Castle systems on other people's cars, and the feel of the vehicle was absolutely amazing. But for general bashing, sensorless is absolutely fine. I have a brush Zorro and fitted the steel spur gear. Yeah, like I say, I mean, look, if you're going to keep it on brush power, it's absolutely fine. You can get like a modified motor or something for it. But as soon as I added a Hobby Wing, what was it, 3665? I can't remember what the spec was now, actually, to be honest with you, because it was last year. But anyway, I added a Hobby Wing system. And it was all right. It was fine. But I feel like I couldn't run it on 3S. It was definitely a 2S car. Do you think I can get this to go back down? Can I yell? Can I yell? Oh, there you go. All right, all diff gears seem all right. That's rebuilt. Camera going to pick it up? Yeah, you go. So that's rebuilt. There's no issues there. I wonder. Might have just not rebuilt it properly. If I put it back together now and that diff decides to go to heaven, then I'm going to have to order some internal gears for the diff. I might have a word with one of my friends. He's actually running one as well. So I might just see if he's got some diff gears I can actually pop in there. Let's have a look. All right, buddy. Heading out for a bash with the sunrise. Catch you all later. See you later, James. Guys, if you see James's, click on his profile name there. Go over to his channel, chuck him a like and a subscribe, and I'm sure he'll appreciate that. But very, very good when it comes to the team associated MT8s. And also he does a lot with the Crowley Asuga and stuff like that. Not Asuga, sorry, the Kagama. Ghost Rider, that's good advice. Censored it is. I thought it was for crawlers with low down modulation, bash and precision. Here it come. I do. Cheers for that. Off to the beach with a bag of light bulbs. Have a good one, buddy. I hope you enjoy yourself. Thanks for popping on the stream as well. Like I say, I do appreciate it. Right. Diff oils. What am I going to put in here? That's the question. I'll tell you what I need to do first is actually put this on and give it a dry run to see if the gears are turning, don't I? Let's give us a clean first. Put that in there. Hang on, is that metal? No, it's not metal. Happy days. So I might clean this up now quickly. Put that in there to clean. Put the pin in. Anyone else wrenching on their cars today? Anyone else wrenching? Do you think I can get this pin out? Can I help? Come on. Right. What I need to do is take the gasket out. Take the gasket out, Chris. Stop faffing about. Right, that's a gasket out. I'll check that, see if that's all right in a minute. There you go, pin's out. Pop that in, give that a clean, give that a wipe. No issue on there, give a bearing a bit of a clean. Thanks, man. Saturday night, you're in Australia. Oh, yeah, of course you are. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah. Your head rather than behind. Heading out for dinner. Stay strong. Big up, Chris. Catch you later, man. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. I'll see you in the comments. Hope we're going somewhere nice for tea. I'm quite hungry now myself. What time are you on? I'm working later on. I'm doing a bit of overtime and I've got stuff to pay for. My daughter wants a dog. Oh, God. What have I let myself in for? I got two. I got a West Island White and also a pug. Thai, nice. Love myself a bit of Thai food. Right, so let me build that part, put that back in, check the bearing. JP Bash, glad to know, must meet up for a bash buddy. We'll send top ones for the Typhoon on Monday. Thank you, dude. Thank you very much. Bearing's all right, so that's good. Trying to get a little bit of preventive maintenance in with this differential. Fingers crossed when it goes back together, it'll work, because otherwise it's costing me money. And that's all lately has been a reoccurring theme for me. Money, 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 money. Money. Anyone else clean their gears? Here's a question. If anyone else clean their gears before they rebuild their diffs, or do they just leave them with the remnants of the old diff oil on there? Money, 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 money. Give her a bit of a clean. Yeah, the comments are slow, mine, didn't they? I don't know how to turn these off. I've got it on slow mode, but I don't know how to change it. So I don't do a lot of live streaming. Let's have a look. Edit. Customization. Live chat, live replay, live reaction. Slow mode. There you go. I can turn it off. Yay! Save. Slow mode's chat away, guys. Slow mode's turned off. Sorry about that. I clicked on it. I didn't know what the hell I was looking at, to be honest with you. Don't do many live streams, so yeah. Chat away. Chat away. Share out to other groups as well, guys, if you don't mind. Get more people in the chat. I really would appreciate it. So sun gear is absolutely fine. I've got no issue there. So I'm hoping that when I put this back together, it's going to be all right. It's unusual because I'm normally all over my diffs. Yeah, I always clean my gears, Tamia. Always clean my gears. I know some people don't, but if you've got issues like I have by ear, you might have some metal shavings or something in there. 9 people in the chat. Let's have a look. I appreciate, obviously, it's early in the morning. Early in the morning. Very, very quiet. Or maybe I should have done this later on. Share them out in the chat. Paste. And share out to my groups, guys. If any of you don't know, by the way, all right, we do have a group as well called RC Buddies V2. So if you want to pop in, come and have a chat. Obviously show us your build, show us what you're working on. But we really would appreciate it. Right, okay, so I've shared that out to a few places, but there. 10 people in the chat. Tell me who you are. Share this in there. Right, let's put this back together. I like to make sure that there's no remnants of any sort of, if you've got any gears that might have slipped or you might have lost a tooth or something, e.g., I don't know, let's say one of your planetary gears. The sun gears don't go very often on a hub out at all. I've never really had an issue with them. But as far as the planetaries, I did have it once previously. So I just got into the habit of cleaning them all off. That's the postman. Stay there, guys. Stay there. Yay! Pass. What we got? We've got stuff for there. That's for me as well. I don't know what's that. Parts are turned up, guys. I'll have a postman. What's this? No signature. Christopher Leonard. Oh, I know what this is. I know what this is, guys. You hit the mother load, yeah? You hit the mother load, the postman's, yeah? I got a feeling this is from my friends at Vitavon. Ha ha ha. Sure is. Yeah, buddy. What have we got? Typhon. TLR parts. So we got rear hubs by the looks on things. Nice. Front hubs. They've actually sponsored another video by the looks on things. Front hubs. So obviously that's for the TLR. What's this? Oh, look at that. Now that's interesting. It's an enclosed gearbox mount. I like that. That's really nice. So as you can see, there's the motor mount, and obviously where your motor goes on to. And then they've got an enclosed front for the gearbox. So really nice. That's nice. That's really nice. I like that. As you guys know, actually, I'll show you the EXP now. They sponsored a video. They sponsored a video on the EXP. So I have got a load of Vitavon parts on my cresting of the wheels off at the moment on my EXP at the moment. As you can see, there's a hubs, front and rear, and I also got the motor mount on here as well. There you go. There's my motor mount inside there. And I've also got a bell crank on there as well. So yeah, they're really nice that Vitavon have done that again. Very, very nice. But pop that over there. It took me, we went out bashing the other day, and it was an absolute nightmare to clean the Creighton. But yeah, Vitavon have sent some parts over. I'm really chuffed for that. Right, let's not get too excited. What's these now? I think I know where this is as well. Tamiya, yes, it's good to clean the gears. Robbie Bain, very nice mate. Tamiya looks good. Ah, right, okay. Oh, great. Snapped some standoffs. Thanks, David Watkins, RC for Dies. Send over some repair bits for the TLR, and also so I can do the big motor change on the Corrali Synchro. Today's a good day, guys. Apart from the centre diff and you're not playing ball, today is a good day. Right, let's put this back together. Vitavon sent me parts. Woohoo! Let's put this knife back. Right. So it looks like I'm doing a build now on my TLR as well, which will coincide quite nicely with going back to Heatherton for a bash as well. That's absolutely fine, no issues there. All right, okay, diff pin. Diff pin goes in there, like so. Yeah, my dogs don't like the postman at all, mind. In fact, what I need to do is take that back out. Are you waiting for any parts on your cars, guys? I know Robbie was. There you go. So that's all back in now. That's all clean and tidy. Let's do a dry fit. So it goes on like so. Put the gears together. Doesn't feel terrible. Right, okay. So let's put that back together and put some diff oil in it, shall we? Fingers crossed it's actually sorted. I don't know why it did that, mind. I might have not have set the gears up correctly, or turns out I bent the front 7075 tower and 705 pin holder. That's a shame, dude. Real shame. But is it all back together now? Everything working okay? Yes, that's all right. Right, diff oils. Robbie, do me a favour. Can you remember what diff oils we put in the SST centre diff? I've worked on a few cars recently and I can't remember. Let's have a quick another look at those Vitavon parts, shall we? Well, I'm waiting for Robbie to comment back. So front hubs. What I like about the Vitavon ones is you get the larger bearing in the back. Now the EXB, when I cleaned them, what happens with the Armour ones, guys? They tend to poop themselves, the rear bearing. So what happens is obviously you've got your stub axle spinning around inside the bearing, and it's not actually the bearing that's moving. It's just the stub axle. So obviously what Vitavon have done, and I know also Custom RC Upgrades and Scorch do the same. They put a larger bearing on the rear. So yeah, front hubs, rear hubs. Again, look really, really packed up, but that's interesting to me. So obviously if you're running them in dusty conditions, that essentially will seal up your gearbox, which is massively good. I might make a gasket to go underneath so when it mounts on the chassis, like so, obviously no dust or anything can go inside. But then I suppose the bearing, I don't know, you're not going to get a lot in there, but that's going to stop a lot of stones getting in, that's for sure. So yeah, chuffed for that. Really, really chuffed. Right, 250 he said, I think, in the comments. Yep. Just do a bit of research by here. I don't know why, but there's adverts on here. I didn't even ask for adverts. There you go. Little comment. Hi. We done 100k front, 250 middle, and 59 back. Do you mean 60 back? Is it, bud? Yeah, 250 if I remember, because I've got a bottle of it here, which I might need to let settle a second. Could go with 300 if I wanted to, but I want to kind of keep those wheelies down, don't I? Want to keep the wheelies down. I've got a big motor in there. I'm hoping this goes back together and I don't have any issues now. I tell you what, maybe before I put diff oil in, let's tighten the screws up first. Just 2 of them, and see if it still turns all right. Do, 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 do. There's one there. Test fit first. Diff work is a pain in the ass. But if you don't do it, it's a pain in the backside, but if you don't do it, you're going to know about it. Right. Turn. Doesn't feel great, mind, I'll be honest with you. Is there something wrong going on here? See, it's locked up again. I think I've got a center diff problem. Maybe I need to order some gears. Crap. Crap, crap, crap. I don't know. Maybe if I put a shim, bigger shim underneath to push the... Yeah, let's try that. So what I'll do, I'll put a shim underneath the sun gear and push the sun gear closer to the planetaries. Maybe that'll solve it. Maybe that'll solve it. I hope it does. Question is now, where's my bloody shims? I'm also thinking about getting a new handset, guys. Now, if anyone in here, it's going really quiet, mind, all of a sudden, I'll be honest with you, but there's only 8 people on, so. But I'm thinking about getting either the Noble, what was it, Noble MB4 or the Radiolink RC8X. So I haven't decided on which one I'm going to go for yet, but there's a shim underneath there, and there's no real gap. There's no play either. Can't decide if these gears are broken or not. So there's no issue there. Can I push this gear out at all? Have I got any shims is a question. Doing back shocks now, kingpin blocks and off the XLR, and she's finished. Nice. Nice. Two sacks, Grace. Okay. Oh, what do you want? Oh, come on then. Sorry, I just thought you might have been chilling and didn't have your clothes on. Say hello, Grace. Hello. Guys, a lot of you will know Grace from my videos. She's my little sidekick when it comes to the RCs. Isn't it, Grace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what I made?
What for now?
Puppy.
For the puppy?
Yeah.
Oh, it's cute. It's cute. I spoke to Mummy, and yeah, she doesn't like the name we picked.
Right, we've got to make it begin with an L because I've already put an L on by now.
Oh, right, okay. I wonder if this Diff shim will actually do anything there. Right, have got shims. Will that go on there? That's a question.
Bye.
See you later, dude. Love you. Love you. Well, let's push. I've got a shim here. There you go. It's an armor one. So what I'm hoping to do is take up any slack that's underneath. And place that underneath there like that. That'll spin like so. And then to put the plantry on top. If I can push that gear out, even if it's only like 0.2 of a mil, and then I'll push the planetary towards the gears a bit better. Now, the question is, can I do it? So that's now pushed out by 0.2 of a mil. And then we sew the gears back up, like so. Put some 2 screws in and see if that turns. I want to say a massive thank you to each and every one of you, obviously, in the comments and also for the videos at the moment as well, guys. All the likes, shares, and subscribes and everything else that goes on with the channel. It doesn't go unnoticed. It really is appreciated. And, you know, I'm just glad that you guys fancy coming along for the ride. I know it was a bit quiet on you today. I was kind of gambling, really, with the time of day on what time to go live. I could have really done this later, and a lot of the guys in America would have been later on in the day, and also people all over the world. But yeah, no, that is turning, mind. That could be the problem there. Aha! Have I solved this? Is the question. So motor then turns this way, and then. Interesting. Seems to be locking up. It's locking up the one side, but then turning it on the other. See, as you can see, I've got movement, but then it's not doing it on this side. So, is that because of the shimmer? Oh, I don't know. Here we go. Down the rabbit hole, I think. Down the rabbit hole, I think. Differentials. Mind games. Mind games. Get the drill out. Right. Can I actually get this differential to work properly is a question. Can you all hear me all right, by the way? I know obviously with the microphone is a little bit of a distance away here from where I'm sat. When I actually move to the summer house, I think I'll probably work on getting myself a nice microphone for the videos. So that's turning. And then these are turning. Then if I put that in there, they don't turn. Which makes no sense in the slightest. No sense at all. So that would mean that the planetary gears which don't look too worn at all would actually be the issue here. Now, have I got gears is the question. My apologies for the adverts, guys, because the adverts are coming up on my screen here as well. So the gears in there. So when, help me with the answer here, guys. I put the diff gears back in and the diff doesn't turn. And I've worked on hundreds of diffs, so I don't see what the problem is here, but am I overlooking something? Is there something I should be looking at? That planetary is pushed out, so that should be engaging no problem with this. So what it looks like is maybe I've got a couple of teeth on the planetary gears that are playing up. What could it be? Let me know in the comments. The other thing I want to ask you guys, is there anything you want to see on the channel? Was there anything you'd like me to concentrate on? Silly thing, I'd say, but if it needed new gasket seal, would that affect it? Nobody, no, the gasket's all in one piece. So it's definitely not a gasket. As I say, that shim should have pushed the planetary towards the gearing a bit better. Maybe I need to do it on the other side as well. Let's try that. Take it out. It won't take me 2 seconds because I haven't put any oil in. Diff fluid. It's not oil, is it? What I'll do is pop a shim at the bottom and see if that pushes the gears together. So I'll use 2.2 mil shims each side. Good thinking, though. Good thinking. Right. Let's put this shim down here, shall we? Put shim at the bottom, like so. Shim at the bottom. Or should I put it underneath? Put it underneath that one. I'll try and shim out the gears a little bit. So that's that shim there. I'll pop this one underneath here. It might just be a case that the planetary gears are worn. Speed test. Yeah, I can do some speed test, definitely. I've actually got a GPS that I could do some speed tests with. So, yeah, by all means, I can do that. Which cars you'd like to see, Tamia? Which cars would you like to see a speed test done on? I actually do a few speed tests, mine, but not very often. But I could definitely do a few. Right, so I've shimmed that out. Let's see if we can get this pin back in. Pin will go in, so that's a good thing. You could definitely be warm, mate. Yeah, it's been 8 months, as you say. So it has been a while. They have had a slap in, haven't they? Right, that's nice and tight there. So there's no play there at all. So I've now got a 0.2 shim on each side. Put the planetary back in. And then hopefully those gears will be pushed towards each other. There you go. So that's in. Then pop the gears back in. Right, the MTA I can't do, bud. I can't. Oh, actually, yeah, I can. I can have a word with my friend Matthew, see if he wouldn't mind bringing his up. Only reason being, the MTA have actually moved on. Not through any fault of the car. Just because I'm not a big channel, what I do is shift cars around, as you can probably imagine, just to get new stuff on the channel to try out. Right, so they're inside there like that now. So that's in. So I've got a 0.2 shim underneath, 0.2 shim underneath this one. That would then sit on like so. Put the screws in. Hi, I'm back. You?
Yeah.
Cool. There is. Oliver, she's in the bedroom watching the live stream. I hear you too. Everyone, guys in the comments, say hello to Grace. Now, if this doesn't work, it's definitely a case of the center diff gears have gone to heaven. So tighten that up like so. That spins nice there. And that spins nice there. I think we got it, guys. We got it. I've added 2 shims on each side, so it must be a wear issue. I don't know how long that's going to hold up, but so I've now put a 0.2 shim there, 0.2 shim on each side of the planetaries, and the differential feels tremendous. Happy days. Solved it. Right, now fill it up with diff oil. Rob, if you're watching this, check your centre diff, dude, if you can. What I've actually used is some of the armour shims. So they are, I'll tell you what ones they are now. They are, oh, I didn't actually say. But never mind, I've put some, the 0.2 armour shims. Tamia said hello. Thanks, Tamia. I think we got to the bottom of my centre diff problem. Man, happy days. Happy days, happy days. I can run my SST again now. Top it up with diff oil, put it all back together. I have a 250 in the centre. Rob, when we said about the diff oils, can you remember if I went lighter or heavier though? Because I know initially we said 250, but then it was popping wheelies all the time. Did I lighten up the centre diff? Because I did buy 200. I've got 200 here. So I might actually just pop that in the centre just to lighten it up a little bit. Yeah, I think I did, didn't I? I think I did put 200 in the centre. So I might just go with that. Because I want to try to keep the wheelies down and the car straight. So it'd be nice if I'm hoping now that this is the issue problem solved. I think it's just a wear problem, but if I can get a little bit of extra use out of it, I will. I don't know actually, because I haven't opened this one. So I might not have put 200, I might put 250 in there. Tell you what I'm going to do is just top it up now. Let that settle. Let that settle in there. Make sure I push the diff gears down. What I'll do, my little trick, guys, if anyone's watching or when you want to get your centre diff to all the liquids to sit down properly, all the liquids, diff oils, it's not liquid, well, it kind of is liquid. Pop it in the sun where the gear's exposed, and your diff oils will get a little bit warmer, as they would in the car anyway when you're running it, and all the bubbles come out quicker. Right, let's make myself a cup of tea. There's always good time for tea. You put on about putting 150 in yours. Are you really? I'm glad I got to the bottom of that, man. Really bad. And I'll show you in a minute, guys, the proof of concept with the synchro as well. It annoyed me the other day because I went out bashing with the SST, and we'd gone to a really nice place like Ferndale, so basically all dust, gravelly area. I did have, this has annoyed me, mind. So the copper heads off the Creighton have actually split, but in a weird place. So it's actually split on there. So I've had to order 2 new tyres for the Creighton. So, but I went to run the SSTE, and I was thinking, well, I know this has got more power. I've got a big block motor in there. decent ESC and everything else that goes on. And he was just spinning all the power out the front end. I was like, well, that's not right, obviously. So just decided to put it back in the car out of the way before I did any more damage. And then, to be honest with you, I broke everything. I managed to break absolutely everything. The Creighton, I bent the drive shaft because I had a bad landing. I decided to pull the ramps out. I don't like ramps. I'm no good at ramps. And then, what was it? The TLR, I was racing Gareth around. I'm going to have a video out on this, actually, because I did record a lot of it. And he was with his Outcast. I was chasing after him, and he pressed the brakes, went slow down. Me being me, full trigger, decided to go straight into the back end and bend the standoffs on the TLR. I could actually get that back out in a minute and fit those. And the SST gears. So, yeah, basically all three cars. And I ended up using Gareth's Outcast, which is a friend of ours who passed away. I've said it on the channel a few times. Crusty Demon. His unused Outcast was put up for a raffle to get hold of some money for the family, basically, to help them out. And a friend of ours won it, and he kindly gifted it to Gareth because Gareth was his best friend. And so what Gareth tends to do now is let everyone use the Outcast, as Krusty would have liked it to have been done as well. But it was good fun, really good fun. Just bear with me, guys. Just making a cup of coffee, okay? But good bunch of guys, actually, to be honest with you. Really good bunch of guys. And by the time now, cup of coffee. I'm glad I got to the bottom of that, mind. Really do. I can't wait till I've actually got the summer house as well. So obviously I can be down there. I like to do things. What you got to remember, guys, I'm not a YouTube channel that who spends like a lot of time reviewing stuff. I'm a hobbyist at the end of the day, and I enjoy the hobby. I go out, have fun, spend a lot of time with my friends, and it's more of a social thing for me. This channel was, I wouldn't say an experiment. It was just I don't know. I just decided to do it, really, and that's that. I mean, I'm not here to make money. I have been kind of lucky enough to have donations of people and stuff like that, and it's just, I don't know, it's going well. I'm enjoying it. I miss him so much too, as well, Matt. Lovely guy, Krusty was. Such a character. Honestly, guys. It was a shame. I only had him on the video once or twice, and you would have loved him. Honestly, he was just a really, really sound guy. Us boys here in South Wales were very fond of him. He organised a lot of our bashes. Things just haven't been the same since. As obviously having him out of our lives. It was just a weird place for all of us. I'm going to put this back in the sun. Oh, I'm so glad that I had those gears meshing. Honestly. I do need to get a better webcam, don't I? I'm just looking at the live stream here. I'll have a tidy up before my wife comes up. Oh, my wife Danos the Destroyer comes in and tells me off. Oh, break something. Yeah, you're right. Right. So, a little bit in the sun to solve the diff oils. So I'm just going to leave that there 2 seconds longer. And then we'll get everything ready for putting the car back together. So, as you can see, there's a lot of crap in the diff. Let's have a look. So I've got screws there and everything's to go back in there. I need to put Loctite back on there. The SST, even if it stalls it for a little while, I might actually have it back up and running again. Yeah, so as Matt's mentioned by there, we are actually thinking about doing a fancy dress bash. That was one of his ideas. He always came up with these funny ideas, mind, like fancy dress bash or long jump, or there was loads of different things that he was into. And our clubs here in South Wales have had a kind of funny time recently, and we're kind of at the back end of it now. Just all having a bit of fun, and he was an advocate for just going out, meeting up. I mean, he'd be the guy that provides us sausage rolls and stuff like that. Yeah, it was just fun. We need to organise this, but I just can't seem to put the effort. It don't seem right without him. Matt, I can't agree with you anymore, mate. Honestly, I really can't. I'll help you as much as I can, dude. I promise you. I will help you as much as I can. I've been a little bit preoccupied recently, but we need to organise more bashes, don't we? Yeah, Matt, I agree with you. Live life to the full. Let's be honest, none of us know how long we're about. Yo. Yeah, as Grace just mentioned, what we could do is Big Welsh Bash V2. I could organise that. I thought, what's going on with my nose today? I'm sure I got a bit of hay fever. There you are. Grace mentioned Big Welsh Bash V2. Right, diff oils are done. Going to put that back together now. She's always thinking on her toes, Grace, bless her. Good kid. Right. One screw. And before he passes, he just wanted me to send cars, and that's the plan for the big man. Nice bat. Two screws, and then tighten them up by hand. Hey Rocky, how you doing, brother? Yo, yo, yo. Utah. Nice to see, obviously, you guys in America joining in. I do appreciate it. Guys, one thing to mention here, right? And if you're watching this stream, I'm going to ask you a call to action here, okay? So, hang on, let me just skip the ads, shall we? Skip ads. There you go. Right. I'm going to call to action here. I've noticed on my channel, and it's quite an interesting thing, actually, that many of you are not actually subscribed. So I'm going to ask you, if you don't mind, as a call to action, I do have the subscribe button to be hit. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button when you see any of the videos. You'd be surprised how many small channels like myself need the help just by you hitting the subscribe button. It helps the YouTube algorithm understand that my videos are there. It also helps others to see the videos, and it's just a little bit of help. I mean, if you could do that, 69% of my viewers are not actually subscribed. There you go. Centre diff is working like a champ. Nick, I'm struggling to get a bash in due to poor health. Don't take anything for granted. Make the most of every day. I totally agree with you, buddy. I totally agree. As we get older, health is actually quite a big thing to look after. Let's just try these gears, shall we? Thank you, Tamia. I do appreciate it. Call to action. If you're not subscribed, guys, jump on, hit the subscribe button. And, it helps small channels like myself get noticed by the YouTube algorithm, honestly. Right, I'm hoping I might have solved my issue now with my diff gears. I ended up adding 0.2 shim this side, 0.2 shim that side, underneath each sun gear. Diff oil I've actually gone with is 200,000 CST in the center, so quite light for bashing. But then with the SST, it's not a very heavy car anyway. So a little bit of a wrench, a little bit of a problem-solving scenario today, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we should be at the back end of it. Let's clean up any dirt I got on you. I've done so much work to this car, me and Robbie, actually. But yeah. And then she will ride again. Fingers crossed. Right, let's get this centre diff in. That goes there. I need the differential. Obviously, that goes like so. That goes underneath. Where's the centre diff? Where did I put it? That's by there. That goes like that. That goes on like, oh. And move the differential up. That goes in there. Drive shaft goes in. I need to pop a screw in then to hold it in. It should be in the running. Hi, babe. You okay? Good. Jimmy Carr was Rob. Jim.
I've just put the new dog bed, the little dog bed.
Yeah.
I just put it in the living room.
Yeah.
And the dogs have not moved.
I wouldn't leave it there too long.
Why?
Just in case one of the dogs tries to go in it. Right, I'm going to put that in there to hold that in for the moment. Right, that's that. Flip the car over. I need one in this side. Like What's your favourite RC that you've ever owned, guys? I'm interested to know. I mean, I don't need to ask Martin. Martin is quite clearly going to tell me a DR8. But what is your favourite RC you've ever owned, or the favourite RC of all time? Quite interested. Matt, Outcast. Which one? Outcast 4S, dude? Turn the car upside down. Have we got? Move that over there. That can go over there. Oh. Put some Loctite in, which I need to grab. We're Loctite. Nick, my Blade 200 QX drone. All right. Okay. You like your drones, do you, Nick? Something I'm interested in, actually, because I'm actually looking for a drone that I can use with something like Follow Me that would be able to follow the cars as I'm driving them. Is there anything you could recommend? Outcast 4S V2, but this Python XP is topping it. They're two completely different cars. I agree. I love the way the V2 felt, to be honest with you. I will say that the V2 over the 2.5 felt a lot more stuntable, if that makes sense. Any DAGI will do that. Well, in the sense of it'll be able to follow the RCs. Now, will it follow it at full speed? Or do you have to kind of slow down a little bit for the drone to keep up? Or will it change direction, the same sort of speed? I'm interested. I'm very interested to know, Nick. So if you could help me out on this one, it'd be great. I like the MT8. MT8 also awesome. As you know, I got a soft spot for that car. Very, very nicely made, and for the money, quite hard to beat. Right. So I need to put the top on now. My thoughts on 2.5 is worth the extra cent. The Diff never really had any issues with the slipper. You did have issues with the slipper. I had issues with the slipper. Every owner of a V2 has problems with the slipper. Let's not beat around the bush here. Let's call a spade a spade. MT8's awesome. The display will set the target, then track a fixed distance. Oh, okay. What? So do you set the distance it tracks from, or because ideally, what I'd like to do is stand away from a car, have the drone come down, and kind of follow it close. Shush. Percy, shush. Percy, shush. Oh my God, dogs. Okay, flip the car back over. Percy, give it a rest now. Nick, are you there in the comments? Be interested to find out. Right, okay, so have we now got centre diff working? Is the question. Try it front. Yeah, buddy. All working. Right, so let's get a battery. Spin the wheels up, check that's working. Zip tie the cables back in. And I think I've managed to solve that problem. Okay, yeah, oh, fair enough. Nick, if you know of any, I don't know if you're friends with me on Facebook or anything like that, or whether you're in RC Buddies group. If you do know of any videos, please send me a link, because it's one thing I feel that I could do with on the channel. What are you doing? Cookie, carry on. They're open raisin. If you go in here, there you go.
Okay.
Love you too. Right, let's get a battery, shall we? I've got a limited amount of time before the wife comes home, so I'm going to be ending the stream in a bit. Not quite yet, but in a bit. Let's put battery in. Check off for wheels are working. Oh. Handset. Go away. Yeah, I think that's working. That's definitely working. The only thing I have noticed is the fan isn't working on the ESC mine, so I will have to have a look at that. But yeah, centre diff problem is solved. Finally. Which I'm really, really happy with. So a couple of shims managed to solve the issue. I'd keep the camera free, sub 250 grams, so I don't need to be registered with the CAA. Pain in the butt this is. I've always wanted a drone, been worried about smashing it up. Sorry guys, neither me. Oh man. How many distributors in the UK are done by Logic RC? Are they done by Logic? I thought Logic were the guys who did the warranties and stuff. Might be. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not doubting what you're saying. Oh, blimey, 68. Between the MT8 and the Armour 4S V2, can't make my mind up between them. Right, okay, good question. 2 seconds. So, my advice on that would be as follows. It depends, number one, whether you want to run it on 4S or 6S. Now, the MT8 on 4S is more than capable. I think the MT8 is actually better for 4S than 6S. These days, they come with the service pack, so you're not going to have any issues with the arms and stuff because they actually provide them for you. The Outcast is, look, it's a 4S armor. They're durable. But so can the MT8 be with a bit of work. I do feel, pound for pound, the better value would be with the MT8 because obviously the 4S armor is more expensive. Both are fun. Long term, though, I think the MT8 will last longer over the 4S because the 4S tends to have parts that break from time to time. You get a lot more slop in the 4S armor, whereas the MT8 is a 6S drivetrain, and if you run it on 4S, your drivetrain's going to last a lot longer. You get a better ESC and a better motor. Although, if you solve a few of the issues like the steering and also the turnbuckle problems where you get the slop and everything, 4S armors are good. Me personally, if I was going to buy one or the other right this minute, right now, I would probably go with the MT8. There you go. And I do like my 4S armors. Yeah, honestly, they're so cheap at the moment. Very, very good. Don't let anyone tell you any different about the MT8 being rubbish. They're not. They're not. My issue, right, and I'm not going to say any names, there was a certain YouTuber, very, very well known, Oh, my handset's still on. I went out and told everyone that the MT8 was a big pile of rubbish. Now, what he didn't do is run it like most of us. And basically enjoy the hobby for what it is rather than just for views. I find this person in particular, I'm not going to go into it. You can probably imagine where I'm coming from here. They unfortunately, when it comes to YouTube culture and bashing and all that, there's a big crowd of people that will just go up and smash their cars up. I'm not into all that. I'm not into that at all. I've had a few people saying that I run lightly with my cars. No, guys. I mean, what I will say is it's my hobby as well. So I tend to look after my vehicles. I'm not into smashing them up all the time. I don't feel that I've had the need to smash them up. In fact, I actually hate it when I break stuff. But certain YouTubers, and there is someone who's actually mentioned his name in the comments, certain YouTubers, there's a big culture followed after him of sending it to the moon and it's getting it now. I don't like that. That is now 95% of us users use them. Don't get me wrong. For the boys who do that sort of thing, more power to you. If you can afford to do it, I commend you. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. It's all about you. But a lot of us don't do that. It hurts me when I break something. It doesn't just hurt me as in I've got mechanical sympathy. It hurts me in the sense of the pocket. And I don't have, I've got kids. I've got 3 children, 3 dogs, a wife, a house. I work full time. I work overtime. I try and do this YouTube for everyone. So these cars that I pick up, I spend a lot of money on, and I want to look after them. Like some people have said, why haven't you sent it off a ramp 50 foot in the air? Because I don't want to. I'm an ex-racer, so I have got more sympathy for the cars anyway. I just don't. I like using them, and I like them being strong and lasting me a long time. Maintenance, like what I've just done on the centre diff on you, I've got no issues with. But when I'm constantly breaking arms and turnbuckles and bending chassis and stuff like that, that's not for me. That's not for me. Nothing worse could be starting MT. Tell me a couple of Scorpio. Nice. MT8 is perfect truck. YouTube needed to do with Titan servo saver. Agreed. They're not cheap, so why on earth would you want to break a jizz all the time? I totally agree with you, Nick. I have RPM suspension arms, a very good improvement. Now, Tanya, actually, I was going to suggest that to a friend of mine, Matthew, who's in the comments, Mr. Brunt. The RPM arms, by all accounts, are absolutely awesome. Nobody, thank you very much, mate. Keep doing what you're doing. Look, some of us can afford to, some of us can't. It is what it is. I'm glad that this is done, though. Very much. All sorted. All sorted. I do jump them from time to time, but it's when I want to do it, not when everyone dictates for me to do it. I mean, at the end of the day, if the circumstances are right and I feel okay about jumping it, yeah, I'll do it. But I don't. I see some people and they just smash the holy hell out of them. That's not for me at all. That isn't for me. It's not for me at all. I'm a small channel. I'm a dad. Sorry, guys. Advert. I mean, there is what I will say is I don't particularly ask for donations. There's a super thanks button, obviously, on the channel. I'm not asking you to hit it, by the way, all right? So don't panic. I'm not groveling. But for the guys who do support me, thank you very much. Oh, want to see a bit of comedy here? This is me now. Obviously, me not liking to break things. We've got Hulk smash on the front. Ouch. Oops. And go. But yeah. Enjoy what you're using. Repair, fix. I mean, look, again, there is a big bunch of people who will smash the holy hell out of them, and more power to you guys. When I buy something, I want to know it's going to last me. I'm one of those. Yeah, Mark. Okay, like I say, I'm not knocking you, dude. But what I will say, Mark, is you do repair. You do repair. You will, and you've built your truck to take that sort of punishment. I mean, like this was a present off my wife. So I'm just trying to look after everything, you know, as I'm getting stuff. I love the upgrading side of it. I love the repairing. I love wrenching. I like trying to make things better. And once I've done those things, because I've saved up the money to do those things, I don't like smashing them to bits. That's all. One of those. It's no good breaking. I'll order a setup. I got red card stuff coming too. Nice, Matt. My problem is the other hobby, synthesizers and money pit too. Yeah, I agree. Any hobby's expensive. Value money, RC stuff, that's the way it should be. Nobody totally agree with you. My MT8 is on my channel. Nice, Tamia. Nice. Guys, you are. Go over and show Tamia some love. Right, that's the MT8 done. Right, I'm going to show you quickly before I end this stream. So, Crowley Synchro. Plan is with this, doesn't need upgrading. Let's get that out of the way, right? I'm not saying that this needs an upgrade, but Chaos RC came up with the idea of changing the motor mount on these. Now, there is a fixed position, 13 tooth, 17 tooth, and 15 tooth. As you can see, at the back of the car here, there's a lot of space, right? So the plan is, I've got a bigger motor here, as you can see. So this is a 40, let me get it straight now, 40 size can, 65 in length. So I'm going to be putting in there is a 4274. This is a 2150 kV. That there is a 2500 kV. That came out of my Typhon recently. Because with the Typhon, I've actually got a full hobby wing system now. But because the motor mount is fixed on the Synchro, I'm going to be fitting, and big shout out to rcspares.com. Guys, if you need any spares, give them a shout. I have got a code on the channel, Chris with the C10, at checkout, and it gets you 10% off, all right? So I'll put a link in all my videos description. You only got to scroll down to the bottom of the description. You'll see that. But anyway, Spark motor mount. So a fully adjustable motor mount. I'm going to put this in here. I'm then going to be able to put any gear in that I want to in it. And yeah, basically, we're going to go nuts with the Spark. So, not with the Spark, the Synchro. Now, does it need it? No. Can I do it? Yes. I've already upgraded the servo. The one that it was in the Creighton, I've taken out and popped into here because I've upgraded the one on the Creighton. So I'm just reusing parts. This was when I've got it on a 15 tooth at the moment. I had 51 mile an hour out of it. I think this could easily be a 65 mile an hour car, maybe a bit more with the right tuning. I just want to do it as proof of concept, basically, because I feel like doing it. I'm going to leave the standard ESC in there anyway, because that will actually take the motor I'm going to put in. So yeah, should be fun. Should be fun. Can Chris leave things alone? No. No is the answer to that one. Do I enjoy doing it? Yes, I do. Right, brothers and sisters, I'm probably going to disappear now. All right, I want to thank each and every one of you, obviously, for watching this live stream. It was nice to come on and have a chat with you. I've been going now for 2.5 hours, so yeah, we've managed to get to the bottom. And yeah, I want to say a massive thank you to each and every one of you. Make sure you put a like on the video, as I mentioned. It really does help me. Please, for the love of God, make yourself known in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed. Have a wonderful day. Until next time, guys, you stay awesome, all right? I'm going to catch you later. I need to tidy all this lot up before my wife gets home. I will do more live streams. I will come on more often and have a chat with you guys when I mention. I've enjoyed this today. I needed to break the seal again. I haven't done one for ages. But, yeah, I'll pop on as much as I can now, all right? Massive thank you to each and every one of you, obviously, in the comments as well. Stay awesome, guys. Have a blessed day.